Someone asked in the comments, why does God talk to you? I am an avatar of God, the Arcturians, Muhammad and Aisha, Krishna and Radha, and Matthew and Joan of Arc.
Aliens try communicating. Humans are too dumb to notice.
Support the making of a movie about Prophet Muhammad and Aisha.
Greetings from the Arcturians, Prophet Muhammad, and Prophet Muhammad's wife, Hazrat Aisha, because that's who we are for Muslims. Now, we want to address another couple of comments coming in from another Muslim man. And one of the comments is regarding the movie on Prophet Muhammad and Hazrat Aisha. But before I go into that, he left another comment. So I'm going to briefly address his other comment first, and then I'm going to go into his movie comment here. So let me read out his one of his comments. Right, one of his comments say, can you please read explanation of Quran 434? Please don't prove Quran 2:7 is active on you. Right. So, you want me to go read an explanation of Quran 434. Do you realize who I am? I am the reincarnation of Prophet Muhammad's wife, Hazrat Aisha, for Muslims. And Aisha was a scholar. And in history, she's deemed to be a scholar of the scholars even. So I don't think I need to go and look up any explanation of Quran 434 from anyone else. Though I have done a video message of my own and an explanation of Quran 434 as being the reincarnation of Prophet Muhammad's wife, Hazrat Aisha, for Muslims, because that's who my soul, my ruh is, ruh for Muslims, that's who my soul, my ruh is. And she was a scholar. And till this day in history, she is deemed to be a scholar of the scholars even. So, maybe you and others should be watching and listening to the explanation of 434 that I have done here on my channel. Because that Quran video and Quran 434 is there in the title of that video. It's written there in the title of the video if you search my channel. Maybe you and others should, watch my video message and watch my explanation of it. Now, what else did you say? You said, please don't prove that Quran 2:7 is active on you. I see. So let's go read out what Quran 2:7 says. So, Quran chapter 2, verse 7 says, Allah has sealed their hearts and their hearing, and their sight is covered. They will suffer a tremendous punishment. And here's another translation and interpretation of Quran 2:7. It says, God has sealed their hearts and their hearing, and over their sight is a veil, they shall have a great punishment. Right. So you're saying that verse for me because you think that my heart and hearing is sealed and that there is a veil over my sight, or that my sight is, covered with a veil. So that's what you're saying to me. You're quoting that Quranic verse for me. Do you even understand what that Quran verse is referring to? Sealed. Key word there. You obviously have no clue as to what this Quran verse actually means. It has a very deep spiritual meaning to it that someone like you will not understand and will have no clue about. Because if you did, you will not be quoting this Quran verse for me. And what you are proving to me is that this Quran verse, Quran 2:7, is actually active on you. Because you don't even understand the meaning, the deep spiritual meaning of that Quran verse. So it's your heart and hearing and sight that is covered up and veiled and sealed. Now let me come to your other comment regarding Prophet Muhammad and Aisha movie. You're saying, please don't try to create any movie on Prophet Muhammad. I see. And who are you to tell me that? Who are you to tell us that? Are you Allah? Are you God? Are you Allah? Are you Prophet Muhammad? No. And who are we? We are Prophet Muhammad and Prophet Muhammad's wife, Hazrat Aisha, for Muslims. And if we want to have a movie made on us, then that's what we want. And no one's going to get in the way. I've already been warning about that here on my channel in my previous videos regarding this. And whoever will try and get in the way of this movie on Prophet Muhammad and Aisha being made, oh, Prophet Muhammad has something to say. Prophet Muhammad would like to chime in, or is chiming in. He's saying whoever would try and get in the way of this movie being made, they will end up with a terrible punishment, or with a great punishment. So that's Prophet Muhammad saying that to you. That's a message coming directly from Prophet Muhammad to you right now. That's what Prophet Muhammad is saying to you right now. Because we know and we are very well aware of what some of you Muslims, or a minority of Muslims, would do some of you Muslims will be organized to come out onto the streets and protest this. And some of you Muslims will inevitably get violent as well, and some of you Muslims are even capable of going to the extreme of killing and murdering other people in cold blood, and even beheading. Some of you Muslims are even capable of going to that kind of heinous extreme of even beheading other human beings. So we know all that. And we come equipped to handle all eventualities this time. And now I'm even getting those Muslims who partake in suicide bombings. Yeah. And the message I'm getting with that, with all of it, surrounding all of this, is that so these kind of Muslims, or even, shall I say the word? Yeah. Prophet Muhammad is saying, say it. So these kind of Muslims, and also, let's say, terrorists or terrorist Muslims, if they're going to try and get in the way, then their plans will be revealed to me before they could even act upon them. And if and when this minority of Muslims and these kinds of Muslims come out onto the streets to protest and do any kind of mischief, whether big or small, they will be met with force and they will be taken care of. Now, of course, local authorities will be involved and will be around to take care of it. Like police, etc. But we will also have our own private security around us. We will all have our private security around us. Other than that, and I have already mentioned this on my channel here, we will have mothership security from up above. And not just that, we will have a galactic armada at our disposal, at my disposal, because I not only come with mothership security, but I also come with a whole galactic armada. And they will decloak and show themselves, if necessary and required, and will make their presence known, because they're already watching over me from up above and protecting me, because I am under their protection. I am under Commander Ashtar's protection, as well as other galactic beings and even an army of spirit and all kinds of spirits that you cannot even see. And I'm also getting a serious message from God, from Allah, that whoever and however many Muslims will come out on the streets to protest and or cause any other mischief and or harm, meaning any kind of killing, murdering, suicide bombing, they will all be struck by lightning from the sky by Allah. And now, let me quote a verse from the Quran for you and all others like you and all other Muslims like you who will be in opposition to us and who will get in the way, then here's what Quran chapter 2 verse 19 says. And this is one translation and interpretation of Quran 2:19. It says, or as a cloud burst from heaven in which there are shadows and thunder and lightning. They lay their fingertips in their ears from the thunderbolt, being fearful of death. And God is one who encloses the ones who are ungrateful. Now let me read out another translation and interpretation of this verse. Quran 2:19. Or like a rainstorm from the sky in which there is darkness, thunder, and lightning. In fear of death, they put their fingers in their ears because of the thunderbolts. God encompasses the disbelievers. How do you like that Quran verse? Huh? For you and other Muslims like you who want to get in our way. So I come with thunder and lightning from Allah too. For Muslims like you who are being disbelievers because you're not believing when we are telling you who we are for you Muslims. So then what does that make you? That makes you disbelievers. Then you are disbelievers because you're not believing us when we're telling you who we are for you Muslims. So then you are being disbelievers. So, is that what you wanted to come to? Do you really want to try us? And do you really want to try God? Do you really want the wrath of God to come down upon you by way of thunder and lightning? Do you all want to be struck by lightning? So, where will you run to hide from your death when God's wrath will come down upon you from the sky by way of thunder and lightning? Where are you gonna run to and hide from the wrath of God coming down upon you? And now I'm getting a message from God, Allah. Allah is saying, do not test me. Do not try me. Do not test my patience with you. Do not try my patience with you. Do not make me go there where I will have to strike you dead with lightning. Do not make me go there. That's the message coming from God, from Allah right now. And I'm channeling God and God's message, Allah's message right now. Do not make God go there with you. Do not make Allah go there. And there's nothing in the Quran that forbids it, meaning the making of a movie on Prophet Muhammad. And the hadiths or hadiths regarding that, they've been fabricated. They have not come from Prophet Muhammad, and they have certainly not come from Allah. They've got nothing to do with Allah, and they've got nothing to do with Prophet Muhammad. And I've already given this message out here on my channel in my previous videos, that those hadiths are fabricated. And that message came straight from Prophet Muhammad as well. Prophet Muhammad told me to deliver that message and to deliver that truth about those hadiths, that they have been fabricated, that they have not come from Prophet Muhammad. So, stand down. And we're going to leave this message here, over and out.